August 29th, 2024. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. What are we going to talk about? Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. We're going to talk about crime. We're going to talk about drugs. And we're going to talk about the homeless. A lot of stuff going on. Now, down here off 40 Highway, this was about 7:30 this morning. Down there as you enter into like the Waterfall Park as you're going into Bass Pro. There's that one little kind of, I don't know if you call it like a nook or whatever. A lot of times they use it for overflow over there for wherever they, I guess, they play softball over on that other area and stuff. But there's some vehicles that pull over there and that deal drugs and do other different things. This morning was no exception. This vehicle, I've seen it over there before, but what was really kind of wild about this was there was a woman that looked like she was passed out. She was holding her stomach and she had passed out. There was two dogs also that were, they weren't moving, which even looked more strange. Now, I've seen a guy in this vehicle before, but there was no gentleman anywhere to be had around this vehicle, which I found very strange. What also looked strange to me was that it was daylight. These dogs weren't awake. It was almost like they had been drugged, like they were out of it. Now, I don't know what kind they were. They kind of look kind of a shape, kind of like a German Shepherd. So I'm going to show this. But this did not look good. But what I seen was this lady. She had her arms like this, and she was down like this, all the way down, just like that. And she wasn't moving. The door was open to the vehicle. Looked like there was 4 containers, a bottle of water that was setting up over there by that like sewage storage drain top. And there was looked like maybe kind of like a lantern. Like, I don't know if it'd be like one of those that you'd have for like, you'd put oil in or not. But it was lit. And these two dogs looked like they were completely passed out on the ground. Which was kind of unusual. Because, I mean, usually dogs are up and about, early in the morning. They're usually doing something. These things look like they were just gone, drugged. So I'm going to show that. Got several other things we're going to show too here when I come back from the zoo today too. So let's get started, guys. This is Kansas City. This is Independence, Missouri. All right, guys. And this is from early this morning. This was from around 7:30 a.m. This is like when you enter from down here on 40 Highway off, like say, down into Waterfall Park down here if you're going to the Bass Pro. But this is that area. I mean, sometimes you even see like Jackson County Parks and Rec. They'll park their vehicles down there too when they're mowing and stuff. But this is like an overflow, yeah, but it's also overflow for where they can deal their drugs and other different things, because I've caught them down there. I've seen them. I've posted ones where they were dealing drugs. I posted ones where they were actually working on vehicles down there too. But as you can see, this person, this individual, this lady was just humped over. And she could see her arms are like folded on into her like stomach. Her head's hanging over. And she wasn't moving. You got 4, looks like bottles of water here and a lantern that's lit in the daylight. Now, there was 2 dogs, and these kind of look, I don't know if they were like collie, German Shepherds, something like that. They look kind of like a German Shepherd or some kind of mix of a German Shepherd or something. And they were just flat out passed out on the ground. There was one here and there's one over there. I'm going to see if I can get another photo here, let you guys see this. But I wanted you guys to see this. I mean, this person could have been dead laying there. There was nobody else around. Nobody. And this is Independence here. And something, Independence needs to be looking at. I know Jackson County Sheriff does patrol some. Actually, Jackson County Sheriff was up by Gordman's and in the parking lot today for a little while. trying to keep some of that stuff down. And I'm going to show that too. But I wanted to show this first. And this, not good, guys. So hold on. All right, guys. This is a different angle. Because I drove down there, turned around, come back. But you can see this. This is one of the dogs. And it was just face down. Both of them are face down like that. And they weren't moving. But this lantern was lit. And then that gal wasn't moving either in that vehicle. She was just hunched over. A lot of drugs, a lot of stuff going on here in Independence and stuff. And it's going on all through Kansas City, in this city. But I wanted to show that real quick. Try to show this at one more angle here. I don't know what this was, some kind of like bag or something that was out there too. But the dogs, man, I don't know, that just looked really weird. And as you can see, that person wasn't moving. Yeah, I don't know. That looked weird. Very weird. So hold on, guys. All right, guys, so when I come back from the zoo, I come up down by the stadium, come up 40 Highway. And there's bus stop deals along the way, but there's a lot of drugs dealing to go along here. I've shown like basically like gals hooking, walking back and forth on down. But now this is not too far from like where you turn up by Dixon's Chili up there. And what I found interesting was this guy here. And like that's about as good as I can bring it in. He was on his cell phone. And the way they move these drugs, they always got, 2 or 3 different people either in vehicles or location. And I wouldn't have thought much about this at all. I probably would have just, but as I get up by that liquor store, where like I've shown where they've got in fights, like the ones dealing the drugs and the prostitutes, there was a vehicle that was sitting out in front. And it was a Latino that was in this vehicle. And I don't know. I didn't get good vibes off this. Let me move this on up. And it might have been nothing. But this guy was just sitting there. Now, this is that liquor store, KC Liquors. And that doesn't look out of the norm. But that looks out of the norm. Because the guy's sitting there. And I've had to go over up here to the tire place several times on certain things, and I never see any vehicle sit there like that. So I don't know. This just, and this is where right across from that motel, that budget motel or whatever they call it over here. And I don't know. This caught my eye. But what's really something is Independence is just a few blocks on down shooting radar. Too bad they weren't down here over in this area shooting radar. I'm going to show that here in a second. But I thought, I don't know. It did not seem. Let me go to my next one here, guys. So let's see. And we still got some of the ones moving up and down, but I don't know. That looks strange to me. And there's Independence right there. I don't know if I can lighten that up with this. Just using this. Maybe I can. Yeah, there we go. You can see that's Independence Police vehicle. So it would have probably been good if it could have been cruising on down. Of course, they were just shooting radar there. It is keeping it down there at Coolcrest, but across from that motel is that's a big problem. Drugs and prostitutes and stuff there. So I wanted to show that real quick. So hold on. All right, guys. So I pull into up here 40 Highway, cut through at this American Best Eyes glassware and contacts. That's where I get my glasses. So I pull in here, and I didn't see much activity in the center, but there was a car, and I think it could have been the same car that was down there was pulled up against the building. And there was also one pulled off to the side. But other than that, it was clean here. So I'm going to go on back around. And when I get back around here, I want to show that. Just a second. Let's just see what we see here. So we got this one car here. This is empty. This is just a dummy car here. Whether it's for, I don't know what it would be for. I guess just to show it, huh? But this silver car, remember that car was over here that was pulled up into the kind of vacant building a couple times? It's sitting down here and pulled out. I was going to show that. I mean, I don't know. And I noticed when we got down here, there's been more trash dumped. But what was interesting, let's see if I can get this through here. Maybe I can show this. Somebody had dumped, it looked like a, let's see if I get the cursor right here. It looks like a dishwasher now. There's a couch over there. But now there's a dishwasher unit that somebody just dumped over there too, it looks like now. So I noticed that. Let's go on. And we're going to go on down through. And we got some of those homeless up there again by that Kentucky Fried Chicken hanging out there on that wall. Something I did notice too, it was just, I don't know, probably nothing. But there was, you remember not before last, I showed there was a black lady that was hanging off this wall on her phone across with the other vehicle. Now, this could have just been somebody that was getting her tires changed, but this gal, there was a black lady standing right here. And when I went by, she put her sunglasses on. And I thought, whoa, that's kind of it's kind of weird, man. I mean, all of a sudden, but maybe nothing. Could just been coincidence, but we're not going to show. We're going to show this is more coincidence. So as we turn the corner here, hold on, guys. I gotta slow this down so I don't go too fast. There's two of our homeless guys and some of the stuff. Now, this one guy, he actually jumped. I mean, he jumped. Now, I'm going to show that in a minute. I'm going to go back here. Hold on. Watch this, guys. See that guy? He jumped. Now, you know, when they come off their drugs, if they can't get to their drugs, they get jittery. They get shaky. And I just wondered about that. You know, if they can't get their stuff. But, you know, here you go again. This is right off the ramp where people come in here every day. And even if they're eating here and they're passing through Kansas City and Independence, Missouri, I mean, this is just not the place for these people to be hanging out at. They need to get them somewhere else on this. So we're going to go on around. There's old blue Jeep still there. Oh. So hold on. So we're going to go back down. There's an 18-wheeler that pulls here. It must pull here and stay here from where that apartment complex is, because it hangs out down here half the time. It hadn't for a while, but it's back again. And as you can see, that fencing that they've pretty much taken. I don't think they're burning the plastic, but I think they're trying to sell it for something. And then come across another gal. And this gal looked like she was having a panic attack. Probably the Jackson County Sheriff gave her a heart attack seeing it over here. Now I'm going to point to it real quick, guys. This is Jackson County Sheriff sitting in this parking lot now, kind of watching, which is a good thing. That is a good thing. But this gal looked like she was having a panic attack because she was holding her chest. And like I say, they can't get to their drugs and stuff here. That's some of the stuff. So hold on. And she was kind of touching her chest back and forth, back and forth. Now I'm going to bring that in to lighten that up a little bit here so we can see this just a little bit better. See if I can. You see, she was holding her chest, and she kind of kept tapping herself, patting herself on her chest as she was going there. I don't know, guys. So hold on. All right, guys. We're going to wrap this up. We're going to leave it here. But this doesn't look good to me. It's definitely something that I would say that Independence needs to be taken a look at. I don't know. Anyway, guys, keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.